beautiful morning from us here at Farm Up. Very happy and excited as usual. Honestly, there is no reason to not be happy in this world. It just doesn't make sense. You're going to go someday, you'll be gone, and if you're living your entire life sad, just doesn't make sense. It doesn't matter how bad a situation you're in. Come on, find reasons to be happy. Like, just come up with a reason. Like, honestly, just come up with a reason to be happy. If you just want to laugh until you actually become happy, just laugh. There's no reason to not be happy. It's a short life. Anyway, so it's a beautiful morning. I'm right at the top of the hill. I actually came by tractor. I hitchhiked a tractor. We have one of the guys, he's actually plowing right now. So I hitchhiked a tractor because I wanted to come and see exactly what's been going on. Over the past 2 days, we've been plowing. So we have decided again that we're going to be planting maize again. So if you followed Farm Up for maybe even just a year, you've certainly noticed that I've had my fair share of bad experiences with planting maize. In case you're wondering what maize is, it's probably called corn in your country. It's called maize over here. I think the English call it maize and the Americans call it corn. That's what I think. If that's the answer, please tell me it's a yes. Just tell me in the comment section below. That's just my thought pattern. So we've been having issues with planting maize on the farm in the past, simply because we've been planting it in the wrong areas. We were planting it at the very bottom of the farm, which gets very, very flooded, lots of water. So we decided that currently we're going to be doing it at the top of the farm. Now, this area here is a paddock that we had never planted ever before, and it's right at the very top of the farm. The farm is actually quite huge and long. Like I've shared before, it's 400 acres of farmland, and this part of the farm we've never used. If you take a look that way, a short distance that way, we have an entrance. Maybe 150 meters, 100 to 150 meters that way is the main entrance of the farm. We're trying to get electricity onto the farm, so you can see a pole to get electricity. As some of you might know, currently we've been using completely solar energy, and just once in a while we do sustain it with a generator. But you can see an electric pole here, over here, yeah. So we're going to get hydroelectric power on the farm. Now, this section of the farm has never been used, like I've said before, since I got here. So it's at least 1 to 2 years that this place has been empty, uncultivated, nothing for a very long time. And then you can see the grass has been cut down, but before this was all bush. We have lots of fruit trees. You see, this is jackfruit over here. This is still raw. But this is jackfruit. You can see the trees full of jackfruit. Jackfruit is actually my best fruit on the planet. And then we also have coffee trees. So this is a coffee tree right here. Okay, so you can see some coffee right here, right? Some of the coffee has actually been drying and no one picks it up. You see, this is dry. This can actually be eaten. Yeah, you can roast it and eat it. We also have mango trees. That over there is a mango tree. I hope you can see it. And this over here is a house that we use for particular things. It's quite isolated from the farm, but it's a very, very important house on the farm, and I use. And then you can see a truck. I don't know if I can zoom in. You can see a truck coming onto the farm. It's coming to make some deliveries for some work that's going on the farm. So it has just gotten in. It's going to drive in all the way through the path, through a gate. You can see a gate right there, and then it will go inside the farm. So since we were having lots and lots of issues with the lower section of the farm, and the rain, every time it would rain it would become swampy. The past 2 times that we've planted, we made the same exact mistake. We thought the second time it would be better. It was actually worse. A lot of water would stay there, a lot of water would log, and then we would lose literally everything that we've planted. So we decided that, hey, let's just go full out on this upper section of the farm, the place that doesn't flood. So we're going to be using a lot of the land to the very maximum, as you can see where I'm standing right now. So like I've said, we've already plowed a huge section of it. You can see it all around me. Yeah, I don't know how many acres these are. These are probably maybe 10-15 acres that we've decided we're actually going to plant. And yes, they actually make not a huge significant difference, but it is money wise because we consume lots and lots and lots of chicken feed every day. A lot of chicken feed. Oh my god, if I told you the amount, you just wouldn't believe me. It's insane how much feed we consume. So that means that having to buy all this maize every time is really, really expensive. So we have to maximize, even if, you know, probably if we plant this place, it might give us maybe, I don't know, a week's worth of chicken feed, which is not bad. It's not a problem for us at all. So you can see that right here we have some wood shavings. Yeah, you see these wood shavings were brought from the chicken house. It's the litter from the chicken house. This litter from the chicken house was brought from the area where we had our layer chickens. Remember where we did brood the layer chickens from, where they stayed until point of having to be transferred to the bigger house? Well, we got them out and we've dispersed them over here. So we have two huge piles over here. One here, you can see it. There's another one over there in the background. Over here is another jackfruit tree. But behind that jackfruit tree, we have another pile. And so what we're going to do is that we're going to spread this litter all over the entire place. And this litter provides perfect manure, We are certainly not going to need fertilizer. It's a very good thing for us because number one, this place hasn't been cultivated for a long time. So it's quite fertile. It's not like being used a lot. Number two, the litter is going to provide for us because the wood shavings themselves provide the carbon and then the droppings from the chicken provide the nitrogen. So it's a very good combination that helps provide you with the fertilization that you need for your crops. The guy actually already did start cultivating. Let's just go and take a look at him and see exactly what he's doing. The tractor has probably broken down. You can see it over there. It's an old tractor, very, very old. Actually, it's not the tractor, it's the plow. So the guy is trying to fix the plow. Probably 1980 or even older. I'm not sure. Let's just go and check it out. So guys, it looks like we're going to actually abandon this section for now. We're not going to abandon it completely, but it's because it has lots and lots of tree stumps. I'll point out one. You see this? This is a tree stump. You see, it has lots of huge spikes. Yeah? And then there's very many of them. You can see this one here. This one was just avoided by the plow. You can see. This was avoided by the plow. So it's actually still in the ground. And the whole area is like this. The whole area. Lots and lots of tree stumps. And that will make it very, very hard for the tractor guy who is actually plowing over there to plow over here. So the plan is we are going to abandon this place. We're going to get the guy with the excavator to come and remove all these stumps, all of them completely. And then we're going to move inside to another section of the farm that actually has very, very few stumps. Actually no stumps at all. And then we shall plow that. And then we shall come back to this later on, maybe tomorrow or the other day. So come on, let's just move away. So we've left the topmost paddock. We've got a little bit inside on the farm, and you can already see that the plowing has already started. You can see the lines, right? Yeah. The other side had too many stumps. It had too many stumps. There were just too many. Now this paddock is really, really huge. It's probably, I don't know, maybe 40 acres, 30-40 acres. So we're going to plow as much of it as possible. The rains have already started. What? It's the middle of March. By early April, we're going to be having proper rain. So we are very late, honestly. But we're going to plow as much as we can and plant as much as we can in the time that we have. The advantage with this paddock is that it almost doesn't have any stumps. As you can see, it's mainly pasture, it's mainly grass. The cattle have been feeding from here, the goats and the sheep, they've been feeding from here. Actually, the last video that I captured with the goats and sheep was actually right here. The animals are actually going to have a problem, quite a problem, but that's going to be solved very, very soon. So at the very bottom of the farm, we actually have an entire paddock, lots of acres that are unslashed. You know, they have shrubs, they have, you know, short trees, They're not like real actual trees, just short shrubs. And those we're going to get rid of, and then we're going to leave it with just the pasture, and that will compensate for these paddocks that we're actually going to plant. And then the whole entire bottom section of the farm, the animals are actually going to utilize. So we're going to save this section of the farm. So that's it really. We're going to just continue with the plowing. We want to plant as much maize as possible. Actually, this season we're not just planting maize, we're going to plant both maize and soybean, yeah, because soybean is a very, very important and good source of protein for us, for the animals. So we need to make sure that, you know, we avoid buying it as much as possible. So we're going to plant soy, and we're also going to plant maize on this section of the farm, and then we shall utilize it later on. And by the way, I've noticed that there's lots and lots of birds around. Now it might be quite hard for you to see, but the birds love it when the tractor is plowing. The birds will just move. You see, when the tractor is plowing, lots of insects come from the grass, because there's lots of insects in the grass and in the soil. So they keep flying over the ground, and then we get lots and lots of birds flying around trying to pick up the insects. So it's a party for the birds. Honestly, today is a party for the birds. Also, a few of the crevices, actually not quite a few, a lot of the termite crevices, and you know, the places where they used to breed from and multiply from are being exposed. So it's a party for the birds, and it's a terrible day for the insects that are in the floor. Otherwise, thanks guys for watching. Honestly, thanks for the love. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, smash that notification bell, that way you never miss out on an upload. Lots of love. Bye bye.